So let us do a quick revision. We introduced this chapter from the concept of accounting profit. We said that accounting profit is as per your books, also referred as net income, net profit, okay, known as bottom line. Note that accounting profit only considers the explicit cost. It does not consider implicit cost like payments to the say owner. Okay, you may be paying less, you may not be paying them at all, right? So it do not include any payment to the owners or the equity holders. It only considers payment to non-owners for goods or services like labors to the supplier of capital. Okay, right? So as it seems that accounting profit is not a good thing, right? We have another concept which is economic profit. It is also known as abnormal profit, supernormal profit. It considers both the explicit and the implicit cost. So it may happen that a firm may be producing accounting profit, but it may not be producing economic profit. This is what is our idea. We are not bothered about accounting, we are bothered about the economic profit. So your economic profit is total revenue minus your total economic cost. Right? So we introduce the concept of economic profit and accounting profit computation. So what is a normal profit? Normal profit, we are saying that when the economic profit is zero. So that's why we said that economic profit is your abnormal profit. So when you have positive economic profit, that is your abnormal profit, your accounting profit is greater than the normal profit. So what is normal profit? Normal profit is when the economic profit is zero, right? Positive economic profit is when you produce more than the normal profit. This is what everybody wants, but note that not everybody will be able to earn economic profit. Now what are the different type of revenue? We have seen the revenue, total revenue, price into quantity. We have seen average revenue, total revenue by total quantity. Marginal revenue, that is increase additional revenue by selling additional unit. Okay, so here the marginal revenue is by selling additional unit. So assuming if every customer is charged the same price. So this is your marginal revenue per output. We also had the marginal revenue of the labor that we will see later, right? So this is your marginal revenue. We'll bring that concept of perfect completion later, but since you are selling all the product at the same price, right, so you will find that your marginal revenue is constant. So also note that you will find that this price is equal to the marginal revenue, which is also equal to the average revenue, because you are selling all the product at the same price. But in reality, some of the times it can be like this also. Right. So in case of MR, in the imperfect completion, you find that the marginal revenue curve, so you find that the demand curve is like this. Okay, if the firm wants to sell more, so it has to sell less than the price. So what will happen is, we saw that in the Excel sheet how the marginal revenue curve was looking. So we saw that this is the price and the marginal revenue is this. So it may happen that your marginal revenue maybe, see, the slope of marginal revenue is more than the slope of price. As a result, what happens is the firm may generate negative marginal revenue. That is, they sell additional unit, the additional revenue that they are getting is negative, which is bad. So ideally the firm should stop selling at this point without considering the cost as of now. Right? So you see the total revenue at this 6, it is increasing. After that it starts decreasing. What is the point in selling beyond 6 when your revenue is decreasing, right? We saw this concept builder, we saw the marginal revenue graph. Now we saw the factors of production. Factors of production are many. We'll consider only the capital and the labor. When we are considering labor, we'll assume capital is constant. When we are considering capital, we'll assume labor is constant. Our focus will be more on the labor. Capital, we will mostly give you the generalization, right? So we bring a concept of marginal product of labor, that is, what is the increase in output or the production when you are hiring additional worker. We have said that initially your marginal product will increase because of your division of labor, okay, but then after some time you will find that your marginal product of labor starts reducing. So what we see is, initially your marginal product of labor is increasing, okay, then it starts decreasing, then it becomes negative. Note that this is a function of total output and the quantity. Initially your total output is starting, it is increasing. See, your total output is increasing from here to here, but your marginal product, here it is increasing, here it is decreasing, and here it is negative. We see this from here. This is your marginal product. Initially your marginal product is increasing, then it decreasing. It can, here it has not become negative, but further it can be negative. Then we brought the total product of labor, average product of labor. We saw that total product is the total output, average is total output divided by the number of labor. This does not give me good idea. However, average product, it gives me idea about the efficiency. Right? So we saw that marginal product is initially increasing, then it starts decreasing from here. Average product is increasing. The moment your marginal product is greater than the average product will increase. When it is lower than the average product, see here it is 14.2, here it is 14, it will reduce. That is the idea. Average product will increase as long as marginal product is more than the average product. Then we brought the different type of cost. We said that total fixed cost is there, variable cost is there. The summation of the two is total fixed cost. Fixed cost is that you have to experience, does not matter what is the quantity, but the variable cost will increase when the quantity is increasing, right? And we saw the graph, this total fixed cost will remain same for all level of quantity. Total variable cost, it will increase, okay? Total cost will also increase, right? Then we brought the concept of average cost. We said that average total cost is equal to average fixed cost plus average variable cost. Now, what is the marginal cost? Marginal cost is the additional cost of producing one more unit, right? So you find that initially your marginal cost is reducing. So your marginal cost is reducing. When the marginal cost reduces, your average variable cost and average total cost will also reduce. Okay. As long as the marginal cost is below your average variable cost, your average variable cost will reduce. So this point where the marginal cost is equal to the average variable cost, this is your minimum of average variable cost. Okay. If marginal cost is more than average variable cost, your average variable cost will increase. Right. If similarly the concept is related with marginal cost and average total cost, as long as the marginal cost is below the average total cost. Here also you find that the marginal cost is below average total cost, your average total cost will reduce. Okay, but beyond this point it will increase. So these are the point where your average variable cost and your average total cost are minimum. So this is your minima of this, this is the minima of this. We saw the marginal product and average product. Okay, note that when the marginal product is increasing, your marginal cost is reducing. Okay, so all see here your average variable and also average product is increasing, your average variable cost is reducing. Here this is the point of maximization of your average product. This is the point where the maximization of the marginal product is there. Their cost graph, this is your marginal cost. Okay, this is your average variable cost. When marginal cost is equal to the average variable cost, AVC is minimum. When AVC is minimum, your average product is maximum. When MC is minimum, your marginal product is maximum. So this point Q1, okay, is exactly this point. So this is your Q1 point. This is your Q2 point at labor. So at L1 labor you are producing Q1, at L2 labor you are producing Q2. And then we saw the computation of the cost. We saw the different costs and where you should produce the maximum. What we said that the idea is to produce the maximum amount. So the profit maximization should happen when price is equal to the marginal revenue. Right? So cost we saw. Okay, right. So we saw that total variable cost initially it is reducing and then increasing. Right, and then so these are the things. The same graph that we saw there we have created here, and then we brought the profit maximization. Note that the profit maximization will happen when the marginal revenue is equal to your price. Right? So that is the point of profit maximization. So here you have marginal revenue equal to price. This is the point you should produce, that is 10. Okay. Do not worry about the where MC is cutting ATC etc. If you see the profit, this is the point. So you should produce Q1 as the output when the price is equal to the marginal revenue. This is very important concept. We will take this when we are covering the competition, which is then in your next reading, that is your reading number 3.